It's looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? That's that behind me. If you see over my shoulder, that's where the yellow wall's going to be. Big terrace behind me, 25,000 fans. I don't think they all get in the European nights right now. I think they can reduce capacity because it's all standing.
Yeah.
There'll be some sort of dispensation, so it might not be quite as full as you would in the league game, but it's still going to be pretty impressive, I think.
Oh, Mick, it's brilliant. I was there for, do you remember Paul Gascoigne get sent off for Rangers in the Champions League?
That's right.
And it was about -14 or -15, and the press box hangs right from the very top of the roof. And I think we had to put on just about everything that we took, every element of clothing that we took in the case had to go on. I had my jeans on under my suit. Absolutely Baltic. Never forget it, but the atmosphere's incredible, Mick. You'll love it.
It should be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time here, I said, looking forward to it. The punters here are looking forward to it. I mean, I don't know what the attendance is going to be. It's going to be pretty big. The locals here are a wee bit worried. Everyone I speak to here thinks that Dortmund are here for the taking. And I think even Celtic fans are a bit confident as well, but that sounds dangerous to me. This is still a top side, isn't it, Dortmund?
I don't like it, Mick.
No, I don't like it. I mean, I think it's chickens before they're hatched and all that stuff. I think that Dortmund are still a real difficult position for Celtic. Probably, well, no doubt, it's the toughest test of the season so far. And they're going to be thoroughly examined out here. I say Dortmund, the results have been a bit patchy. They got gubbed 5-1, but the Stuttgart the other week. But listen, they still beat Bruges 3-0 over there in Belgium. 1-4-2 on Friday night, albeit they were 2-0 down to Bochum. It's a local kind of local rivals. I say rivals, they're kind of a smaller side, obviously. But yeah, there seems to be a sense that they're kind of vulnerable, but they still get a lot of power. They still got a lot of goals in their team as well. So, I mean, it's the recipe's all there, isn't it? The recipe's there for a cracking game, I think.
And the one problem that we think Celtic will have, Mick, is that they've flown out today without, we think, Cameron Carter-Vickers, which, if he doesn't make the game, a massive blow for Celtic. You talked about it last week on the Hotline Live, Mick. You know, such an important player for Celtic.
It's huge. I mean, he was such a big miss last year in the Champions League, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's such a solid figure. I mean, he reads the game so well.
He holds that defence together.
He really does. I mean, there's no getting away from it. It is an absolutely massive blow. I mean, I think Austin Trusty came in and did quite well. I did very well against St Johnstone, but listen, you've got to put it into context. St Johnstone are pretty poor right now. I'm not saying they're playing against Love and Wheelie Bins, but it wasn't far off at the weekend. Do you know what I mean? So this is a whole new ball game for them after a game and a half, or a game and a bit. Sorry, they play against Falkirk. Sorry, so a couple of games. But I think it's this is a whole new examination for them at this level. Dortmund have got some real firepower, haven't they?
This is the thing, right? I'm agreeing with you here. I'm feeling slightly uncomfortable with all this. Dortmund are in a terrible state, and Dortmund were playing in the Champions League final a few months
ago.
Yeah.
They are top notch. Right. They are as top notch as it's possible to get.
They're a genuine elite.
Yes,
you know,
and so see if Celtic can get out of there with a point. It's an absolutely sensational result.
Incredible result.
Let's not kind of run before we can walk here in terms of this is the Champions League. Celtic have got off to a great start. There's every chance that things won't go according to plan tomorrow night, or when Celtic play Atalanta in the next game. But 3 points are in the bag already. Celtic just need to try and eke them out as they go. I don't particularly expect anything. I'd love Celtic to get a point just because it'd be a brilliant result for Scottish football. But I kind of think it could be a long, hard night. And the fact that Dortmund don't have the problems to seek will probably encourage them into finding a performance, which is unfortunate.
A point. It'd be an amazing result for Celtic to get a point.
See, I think this is a bit of a. I mean, I'm not saying. I don't think Dortmund are at the level of Man City, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. I don't think they're quite at that level. I know they got to the final last year, but at this point in time, I don't think they're at that level. So they're not playing the absolute best in Europe. They're playing at a top team, but not the absolute best. I think there's opportunity for Celtic, but I don't think there's any pressure on Celtic to get a result here. I mean, I think if they go here,
that's true.
I think if they go here and produce a good performance and push them all the way and get beat, I don't think anyone's going to be tearing up their hair. I mean, I think that would be acceptable to go. But what we need to see with Celtic is a more mature performance. We can't see we can't see Celtic doing well for half an hour, getting a man sent off and losing 3 quick goals and all these kind of things that we've seen over the years and away from home in Europe. We need to see a Celtic in a mature performance, an intelligent performance. We need to see something we haven't seen this season, which is how they cope without the ball for long periods. They have to be good with the ball, which I think they will be. I think they'll cause problems for Dortmund anyway.
Yeah.
They need to defend long periods when they haven't got the ball and they're under pressure, under siege, and not concede goals in bunches. I think if Celtic compete in this game and they go down narrowly, I don't think anyone's going to be too upset about it. It won't affect momentum. I think it would give confidence for the rest of the fixtures in this campaign as well. So
if they go and perform it, yep, you're absolutely right. If they go and impose their style of play on Dortmund, that's good enough.
Yeah, we need to see Celtic being a bit more mature than they have been in Europe in recent years. They've had spells when they've looked terrific, by the way, under Ange Postecoglou and under Brendan Rodgers. There'll be wee spells when they look really good. They need to put it together over 90 minutes. If the result doesn't quite go their way, then I think people hold their hands up and say, right, fair enough. But they need to see something that suggests that they're learning at this level, especially away from home. And as I say, I think if they get out with a good performance, if not a result, they'll take that forward in the next games. I think that would be a boost in terms of the rest of the campaign. If they can get a point, sensational. If they get a win, blimey, it'll be one of the biggest wins in 20, 30 years in Europe. So that's what level we're at here. But it's intriguing, isn't it? Because I don't think a win is, or even a defeat is really, let's say it matters. Let's say it doesn't matter. Of course it matters, right? But these home games they've got are a great opportunity to go and progress from this section. The away games are bonus time.
That's the thing. It's all about keeping it in context. What are Celtic's aims and ambitions in this competition? Well, we know that what they are. It's to avoid finishing in the bottom 12, get into the playoff stages, and with a potential route into the last 16. That is the aim. And, a defeat in Dortmund doesn't change any of that.
No.
Before we let you go, Mick, I know you've been with Nuri Sahin today, the Borussia Dortmund manager. I completely forgot that link with Brendan Rodgers. We obviously signed for Liverpool and it didn't quite work out. That's quite an intriguing kind of subtext to tomorrow's game.
It was interesting because obviously he didn't play much at Liverpool, and then we left, he had a kind of parting shot at Brendan. I think he said, went back to Real Madrid and he went loan to Dortmund the first time round. He said, oh, thank God I've left Brendan Rodgers behind. A wee bit of a snipe. So we asked about that this morning to him, and he handled it really well. He said, I don't remember what I said when I was a kid. I suspect he's now seen the Rodgers thought process at that time through a manager's eyes. Now he's a manager. Now he realises that he's in that boat and he has to make the big decisions. And I think he admits himself, he was playing centre midfield up against Steven Gerrard. He's not going to shift him into the team at that point in time.
That's true.
So I think time has been a healer, so there's definitely no bad blood. And in fairness, he actually spoke really warmly about Brendan Rodgers. He was a big fan of his style.
That's no use, Mick. We want needle. We want fireworks.
Keith, as you know, I can't tell you how disappointed I was to hear this nice nonsense. This is an absolutely devastating blow. We wanted some fireworks, but never got them. We got nice stuff. But it was interesting. It's quite a good wee line. He said that when he first met Rodgers during the courtship process of trying to get him to Liverpool, he said that even though he's Northern Irish, he had a Spanish vibe, he said. I thought it was quite good. Quite a good little line, a Spanish vibe. But just in terms of the way he'd viewed the game, the kind of possession-based football, and he was trying to kind of cup a beat at Barcelona, that kind of thing. But yeah, so a piece is broken out, these two. They're all chummy again. We'll see how long it lasts until tomorrow night. I mean, hopefully by a major bust up the touchline tomorrow night, it'll be all hell breaking loose.
Mick, thank you very much for joining us on the Hotline Live. If we don't see you before kick-off tomorrow night, have a great time, enjoy it. I hope it's a great match for you. Yeah, I'll wait to speak to Rodgers and co here at the ground shortly, and then it'll be a big plate of schnitzel and off to bed early as always.
As always, mate.
I should
as always. Ultimate professional.
You can see all the Mick's reporting from the Brendan Rodgers press conference on Record Sport Online as well. Mick, thank you very much.
By early means 4 o'clock in the morning, early tomorrow.
Early tomorrow. Tomorrow's
early morning. Too old for that nonsense. These days.